I disagree with you on one thing. You said you thought that Michigan and Alabama was going to be a closer match game. I'm going to go the opposite with you. I think that, Joe, this is such a bad matchup for Texas. Texas fans said, well, the passing yard efficiency, okay, they've been really good and a really strong defensive backcourt. No, you're not. I'm watching your film. Joe, they're 96th in the country in passing yards allowed. You legitimately have Odunze, Polk, and McMillan that have who are you going to cover? Who are you going to try to take away? Please, God, try to take away Odunze, because now that McMillan's back, you cannot leave him on an island. You know who did that? Oregon. Oregon 1,000% tried to take Odunze away, and McMillan went stupid, went Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Try to bracket cover the both of them, and then here comes Polk. 60 catches, 1,000 yards. But I just think Texas is too physical on both lines of scrimmage. I think they kind of play a little bit of keep away and are able to score. Joe, I got to take Texas close. 3. I'm taking
you are going with – oh, you stink.
I'm going – but the only reason, Joe, Texas is second in the country on third down defense. They're third in the country in rush defense.
Blake, I can't not go with Washington, and I'm disappointed with you. You had the opportunity to pick Washington, and I'm so disappointed in you. Texas has not seen a receiving core like this, and they've gotten pretty beat up by some of these teams that they faced. I saw a point that was brought up this week that the passing numbers that they've allowed have been a little bit inflated when you consider that a lot of teams are playing catch up and are throwing the ball often with the amount of yards that they've given up. But I don't think that that's applicable in this situation at all. I really don't think their safeties or their corners are good enough to keep up with those receivers. I have an example of Washington playing a very similar style team in Oregon and beating them twice. The only way, if Washington loses this game is if their offensive line completely shits the bed and Penix gets sacked like 5+ times. The way that their offense has been able to methodically pick apart secondaries and move the ball down the field and score quickly and force opposing teams to chase them, it does not, in my opinion, bode well for Quinn Ewers, because Quinn Ewers, of all people, is a quarterback that will press, and when he presses, he makes mistakes. And that is going to happen in this football game. Just like Bo Nix did, Quinn Ewers will do the same. Give me Washington by 7+.
Oh!
But we're going to, at the end of that game, we're going to be like, why was this game so lopsided? I don't know how anyone could pick Texas. I'm really shocked and disappointed in you.
Huh. You were convincing me. You were convincing me. Look, Washington fans, I've been picking against you all year. You begged me in our preview to pick against you so that you would win. So you're probably happy that I picked against the Huskies here, Joe. I don't know, man, because look, I think Dylan Johnson has done really well. Okay, the running back. I think he's run the ball really well. They've been really picking it up in the running game the last couple of weeks. I don't think that it matters because so that D line for Texas is not a joke. Like this is the best defense. This is the best front seven that they've seen. And
I don't think it's like drastically so much better than what they saw against Oregon. I think it's drastically
better in one area. You know what it is?
What?
Pass rush. They have not seen a pass rush like this, dude. It literally is the best thing that Texas does. Because, Joe, they are very well schemed. They will play amoeba on the long line of scrimmage. They'll back dudes out. They'll play coverage. They'll send an extra dude from the opposite side that they were showing the blitz in. They run a lot of really, really, really good stuff. They're well coached. They're very well coached, okay? That front seven's lethal. Joe, if they seen somebody like the Hill kid that can rush the passer, I don't think that they have.
He's still a freshman.
I
know
don't
the
give
kid's
two Rudy
talented,
Poos what he was. If that kid was in junior high and he was in 8th grade, I would say it doesn't matter. If he looks like that and can play like that, I don't give a shit what he is. Because you know what, Joe? I'm only asking him to do one thing. You know what it is?
What?
Rush a passer. I'm not asking him to be a 3-down dude. I'm not asking him to be Von Miller. I'm asking him to get after the quarterback. And, Joe, you know who else? Okay? Look, maybe we were wrong on Bama's offense. Maybe we were wrong along their offensive line. Joe, he's doing this to dudes that were 4 or 5 stars.
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts.